guys, welcome back for another video. Just to let you know, this video is quite rushed, quite last second put together. Quite a lot of, well, not a lot of people, I had a few of my friends kind of requesting me to do this video because they struggle with this problem. So kind of put it out there for them, and just anyone else who's struggling from this. So if you really just keep tuned into the video and just pay attention, and you kind of get a good gist of what I'm saying. If you want me to explain it better, you can DM me on Instagram and I'll explain whatever you want. So yeah, let's get into the video. I'm gonna break it down in 3 stages. There's going to be a kind of basic enough stage, there's going to be a slightly more complicated stage, and then there's going to be the most complicated at the end. Now, none of these are going to be as complicated as my weight loss video, but just bear in mind, if you only want the basics, then you just leave after the first stage and let that be it. So the first stage is just really knowing what metabolism is and how to use foods to your advantage. So basically, think of it like this: metabolism, this line, everything below that line is weight loss, everything above that line is weight gain, and that line itself is maintaining the weight that you are. So let's say for a person with high metabolism, let's just say it's 4,000 calories for reference. So that is your base metabolism. So what that means is that's how many calories your body needs to burn, or needs to take in every day to burn and work normally. Now keep in mind, this number increases with exercise as there's going to be more calories burned. So if the reason you lose a lot of weight is because that's a lot of calories to take in, and more often than not you won't be taking that many calories in, and you're going below here, and when you don't have the energy at your disposal from food, your body starts to break down fat, and if you don't have enough fat cells, your body starts to break down muscle, and eventually it'll get to the point where it's going to get to the point of anorexia and all that, but before that it'll get to a point where your body's trying to save every kind of bit of energy it can, and you're, how do I say this, you're not firing on all cylinders, whether that be performance wise or digestion wise, or anything like that, and you end up getting a lot of problems because your body's using energy to try store whatever it can. So that's what happens when you go below your baseline metabolism. When you go above it, obviously you gain weight. So that's realistically that's pretty much it. Below, lose weight; above, gain weight. But it's a bit more complicated than just that, because it kind of depends on where you're getting that energy from, what kind of energy you're getting from it, and kind of timing does kind of come into it as well, but not as much as in weight loss. Obviously you don't want to be just consuming 4,000 calories worth of sugar every day. It'll just be insulin levels just spike, come down, sugar crash, more sugar again, up, down, sugar crash, and the cycle continues, which actually happened to one of my friends. And since the sugar was being released, energy was being released so much, he'd have no slow releasing carbohydrates in his body to be flowing around his blood, and his blood sugars were really low, and he had to go to hospital. So that's another thing that can happen when everything you're consuming is just sugar and not, decent food. So gaining weight, I don't know your exact metabolism, but you can play around with it a bit. But generally, if you don't care where your weight comes from, just look at your calories and be kind of work out roughly what your base metabolism is, eat more than it. And if you can't get that from food, supplements, bulk powder is either called bulk powder or advanced mass gainer. It's a very, very handy supplement to have for getting in those extra calories, because it's literally just dissolve it in a drink. It's heavy, but it's not as heavy as stuffing in 5 dinners at once. Okay, so that's it for that stage. Next stage is if it's body fat that you want to gain. So if you just want to be gaining body fat and don't really care about muscle, it's more carbohydrates you have to be looking at. So obviously, like I said, it can't just be all sugar. You'll end up getting loads of problems from that. But you obviously have to have your general minimum amount of protein and minimum amount of fats a day, but which will say 50 protein and I don't even know what it is for fats, to be honest. 70 fats. So we'll just say you're taking that a day and the rest of it is all going to be carbs. So let's say you're taking in 500 grams of carbs a day is that will be a very good number to just throw you over that threshold of the 4,000 calorie mark. So obviously, again, not all sugars. Ideally, pastas, it doesn't really matter if it's brown or white pasta. Porridge, obviously you can have sugar and all that as well, but you just can't be having like all sugar. Your breads, get your vegetables in there, obviously. But yeah, try best way, get your fats up, obviously drive your carbs up. Your protein's not going to really matter too much, obviously you need your minimum. Your fats, the exact same. You just need to be getting in carbs upon carbs. Or a mixture between sugars and slow releasing. Because obviously, like, if you're just taking in slow releasing all day, your insulin isn't going to be spiked at all, and if your insulin isn't spiked at all, your body can't properly absorb the nutrients. The problem with insulin is when there's just a constant up and down, because it's just constant sugar being taken in. So that's the next most complicated. I know first tip is obviously a lot shorter than this one, but that's kind of the slightly more complicated side of it. a last word on the second tip. Find your base, kind of work down what your baseline carbs are, and then eat over the baseline carbs. Now for gaining muscle, you take that baseline of carbohydrates and you try eat exactly that every day. So 70 fats, we'll say your baseline for carbohydrates was 400, so 400 carbs, and then your protein is going to shoot up because the carbohydrates here, that's going to satisfy your metabolism by itself, and then the protein is what's making your muscles actually grow. So your protein is going to shoot up. Let's say you shoot up to 180 of, why did I put that there, of protein. So you're obviously baseline metabolism, satisfied with that. Fats don't really make too much of a difference. They're only, obviously they're essential in playing factors throughout the body, but they're more important to think about when you're losing weight. And then protein, making the muscles actually grow. But the timing of the protein is also important. So ideally, real kind of steaks, kind of red meats throughout the day before you train, assuming you train in the evening. Then after your workout, you take whatever you've eaten during the day. You want the vast majority of your proteins to be eaten after your workout. So you take whatever you've eaten throughout the day. Let's say you've eaten 50 grams throughout the day, minus 50. So that leaves you with 130 left to eat. So let's say you take a protein shake, whey powder, and that contains 70. So minus 70 equals 60. So this 60 here, that is left to eat in your dinner, whatever you're having that night. So your dinner should contain lean meats, because most of your fats should have been consumed throughout the day. These proteins should be consumed through lean meats like chicken, turkey, just real lean poultry. And then again, same with your carbs, whatever carbs you've eaten throughout the day. Obviously your carbs can shoot up during the day and you have less here. Doesn't really matter what kind you're having, as long as there's not predominantly sugary stuff, because as we said, spiking metabolisms, spiking insulin. So you take whatever you've eaten during the day. Let's say you've eaten 250 during the day, equals 150, and so that leaves you with 150 of carbs to be left in your dinner that night. So I know this video was quite sloppy. It was just kind of quickly thrown together because I've kind of been putting this video off for a while. It was obviously very unedited, very unscripted. But if you pay attention to it, you'll kind of get a gist of what I'm saying. So I hope this helps. If you want a bit more insight on it, need to go in with a bit more details, anything like that, my Instagram is in the description below. You can go onto my Instagram, DM me, and I'll explain anything. Again, I'm sorry that I was so clustered and just rushed and thrown together last second, but I tried to do kind of whatever I could. So yeah, DM me if you want to know anything more. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, do whatever, follow me on Instagram. See you next time.